Most people manifest from their mind. Here, you remember how to manifest from your heart. I am Rish, and this is Reality Unlimited. Let's drop in. Last season of Reality Unlimited has been all about remembering who you are, your essence, and coming back home. So here I want to give you a glimpse to the Reality Unlimited method that came to me very clearly as a download, bringing it here for transforming lives and allowing people to manifest effortlessly. Now, in this 26th episode, we are going to move into releasing. And today I want to speak about releasing through the act of presence. I shared episode 19 on presence, the portal to everything, and that goes deeper into presence. So if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend you go back, listen to that first, and then come back to this episode so you have more context on what we are going to dive into. So I want to speak about presence and how presence goes so deep into initiation, into your home frequency, and how presence is so much more than our simple logical mind perceives it to be. In this last season, I've been working deeply with plant medicine, and just now I came back from a plant dieta with the master plants. I'm going to share more of my experiences on working with master plants and how they help me ascend and come back to my home frequency. So in this last phase, my whole initiations through my own process and working with the plant medicine has been about coming back to the present. And every time I'll work with plant medicine, I'll go deep in my meditation, I'll get this message, come back to presence, and release everything that is not allowing you to be in the presence. And it's like individual lessons showing me this aspect of you, of the mind, is not allowing you to come back to presence. So let's release it. Let's work on it. And then I'll go deeper into presence. And now in this last plant dieta in the forest, I got to go so deep in this aspect of presence and see it from a very different perspective. When I was in the plant dieta, I was in an atmosphere which was distraction free. So our diet was super simple. No salt, no sugar, no oil, no activators, no garlic, no ginger, no onion, cacao, no coffee, no stimulants at all. So that was the first thing that I noticed, was bringing my energy back into integrity within itself. And no food is piercing it through. Like all these activators that I was not aware of were shifting my energy in such subtle and sometimes more powerful ways. And when I released them, I could see I'm coming back into so much awareness. Then there was no social media. I was not using my phone to interact with the outer world. I was simply journaling and letting the downloads come in, like creating and writing on the paper. Second thing is I was doing my activations so much deeper. Breath work, quantum jumps, meditations, yoga, they were all getting deeper because of this whole environment that was created. And then working with the plant medicines of grandmother Aya and Bobbin Sana really were guiding me in the ceremonies to embody a higher frequency and come back to the presence. And what I noticed, that presence is not just an action, it's a journey to come back home. When I was coming back to the presence, I was expanding my awareness, I was expanding my frequency to see so much more than what I was capable of before. So we generally see life as a horizontal space. Like, I am this, my reality is fixed, I am seeing everything as a fixed space. So whatever exists is existing in a horizontal space. But in reality, what I have understood is more vertical when you're going into the creation mode, into understanding reality. We are not physical beings, we are energetic beings having this physical experience. So my reality is being created through the frequency that I embody. And it's like the more energy I carry, the higher my frequency goes, and the higher my consciousness gets. So it's like I am elevating every time I'm coming back to the presence from distraction. I'm coming back into a higher frequency. I'm able to see life from a much higher perspective. And when I say moving vertically rather than horizontally, we can see it like we are a big mind. We are experiencing the universe as a creator in our essence, like pure consciousness. So when we are in the density of physical experience, and as we keep on going up, we are coming from the distraction to the presence and making a separation from these different bodies of the body, mind, spirit, and coming back home. So every time we come back to the presence, not only it's bringing in more awareness, but it's completely shifting the floor you are standing on, because you're coming and getting closer to your creator consciousness and making a separation between your character that you're playing from the body to the mind and then back, observing that character. So coming back to the presence is a doorway to your highest expression in this life, because as you come back to the journey of being present, your consciousness is expanding, your energy is expanding, and as a result, your intelligence is expanding. The logical mind sees little puzzle pieces. That's why it's trying to make things happen and collecting data from the outside. But as you go deeper within, you see that all the answers is coming from that subtle voice, which is guiding you and showing you like, this is how it works. I could see just this process of being present brought me so deep in this space of coming back home. I could see clearly the separation between me and my character that I'm playing and how I want to navigate it. This separation really helps because also I'm not entangled in the emotions which my character has and has collected from the past through a lot of programming. So now I could clearly see how I want to program this software, what needs to be released and how it needs to be rewired to move towards my goals. And that was like mind blowing when I realized presence is not an act, it's a gateway to your home frequency. And so much is happening through that process of coming back to the presence. And when you're coming back to the presence, you in that journey get to release all the distractions of the mind, because keeping this anchor that I want to be present, everything that is not letting you be present will be shown to you, and you can learn how to release it, all the distractions of the mind that are not allowing you to come home to self, to be present in a particular moment in time. Why I'm sharing this and emphasizing on this so much is because the younger me used to feel like, what is going to happen with being present? People say, be present, be present, be present. And what's the difference between being present and not being present? It's simply an act. I can act on something else. But as I got to go deeper into this journey and then come back to this realization that, oh my God, it's not just an act, it's a state of being. It's a complete shift in the frequency. And since I attract from my frequency, I am attracting more, and I'm attracting more effortlessly when I am getting more present. And not only that, I am feeling so much more aligned because I can be in the life that is there. There's no other life than the moment. So if I'm not in the moment, I'm in the past or the future. So I'm missing the moment. I'm therefore missing life. But coming back home feels so good in the body. And with that, you can really play the physical game so much more effortlessly and in an aligned way. And I know why it's so important is because I have been through the journey of coming back from this grip of the logical mind and into my heart. It is a place of a lot of suffering. When we are entangled in the voices which are talking and giving instruction every time, when we are trying to go back to our essence, when that quiet inner voice is guiding us into our aligned life, and the logical mind has so many different ideas on where to go, how to do things, and that creates suffering. And I know how it feels. I know how it feels for the clients that I guide in this same journey, and therefore I'm speaking to you that feels confused, that desires to come back into the heart and listen to the inner guidance, the guidance that knows, the guidance that knows your path, which is the space where you find your soul purpose. Let's do a little exercise. And if you're driving, maybe stop for a bit on the side so you can do this exercise or simply be present with your breath. So take a deep breath and notice which voice is the loudest in your life right now. Don't judge it, simply observe and be present with it. And the simple act of being present with the voices really allow you to make a separation and give energy and intention to the voice that you really want to listen to. So if you feel your logical mind is more dominant right now, you can always do this exercise, come back to the presence and observe which voice is more dominant right now. And like I said, logical mind knows a smaller picture. It cannot see the bigger picture. It cannot see definitely as much as your quieter voice, which is always guiding you towards your highest expansion, and it has the whole piece of the puzzle of life. So the logical voice is louder. It's shouting from the roof. It's insecure in most cases. And you will see as you start making differentiation in voices, and there's no right or wrong, so you can start following one of the voices. And then as you follow it, you'll know, oh, I followed my logical mind instead of this quieter voice, but it didn't end up good, or it ended up in this way. So I'm recognizing which voice I want to follow. And where you put your energy and intention is where you direct your life. That is the place that grows. So start choosing the right voice aligned with your desires in your life. And keep on doing this practice, which will eventually bring you to the space of becoming the quieter voice. Because eventually, when you start giving more energy to the quieter voice, it starts becoming the dominant voice, and it's not quiet anymore. Because you have now made the logical mind quiet with the work, with the presence, with the awareness. And that is a wonderful place to be. So I'll close this episode with a simple invitation. Ask yourself where in your life your logical mind is showing you the smaller picture. Reflect on it and share with me on Instagram. Remember, your reality is unlimited. I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Whatever shifted in you, trust it. If this landed for you, someone in your life needs to hear it too. Find me on Instagram at I am Rish Gupta. Your reality is unlimited.